The landscape is changing rapidly in downtown Winona as construction of a new bridge over the Mississippi River continues. On Friday, MnDOT project manager Terry Ward and Nick Ruba, the senior project manager for Ames Construction, gave business leaders an update on construction progress and what happens next.
Start construction in July of 2014. Check that one off. We did that one. The river was high, it slowed us down a little bit, but we got started in July of 2014. The next milestone was to open the new bridge by the end of 2016. We're on schedule. We are on schedule. But one of our personal project team goals was to get the two main river piers, what we call piers 10 and 11, out of the way for spring flooding. We've done that. Not that we're worried about spring flooding, but we're high enough with Pier 10 and high enough with Pier 11 that a 100-year flood wouldn't really impact us. So that's fantastic. So we're not going to get slowed down from the river and Mother Nature. Overall completion, one of our goals was by the end of 2019. We're on schedule for that as well. So that's the good news. We've had 4 work packages or 4 contracts that we've awarded and executed with Ames. That's all the work to get the new bridge built and all the roadway work to put traffic on the new bridge. So the bottom line is we're roughly $81 million into this project already. All the contracts to build the new bridge and get traffic on the new bridge by the end of next year have been executed and are under Nick and his team to follow through now with the construction side.
Senior project manager for Ames Construction, Nick Ruba, explained that demolition of the right-of-way properties from 4th Street to the levee has begun.
By contract, we have to demo all 3 blocks except the timber structure that we're currently in. So that's well underway. That will take 5 or 6 weeks. In addition to that, we did have a clear and grub contractor come out, and it took him about 2 days, but you saw he cleared out all the trees, so that makes kind of an imprint, and you see all the big trees that are gone. But like I said, over the next 5 or 6 weeks, most of the structures will come down here, so the only thing left will be the timbers. We'll regrade everything out, and it's pretty much going to stay in that static condition throughout the duration. A lot of these lots and parking lots we'll be using for our staging of the larger equipment, the big travelers that will eventually end up on the bridge will be assembled where the American is. There's a temporary pond we have to dig, kind of in the footprint of where Severson's filling station is at. We'll get that excavated, put our temporary drainage in, and just get things set up for us to continue with the construction here for the next 2 years. Eventually, when we're done building the structure itself, there's going to be many additional ponds, grading that's going to happen, and turn this into some permanent drainage structures and things like that. There's approximately 120 drainage structures we have to install, about a mile of pipe, and that will continue on through the summer. The only street that will close is 3rd Street. That will probably likely come back online toward the end of summer, and then all roads should be open through the winter. For the winter.
According to Ruba, the focus of construction crews over the summer will be to continue building bridge piers 10 and 11 located in the middle of the river. He said by midwinter, the new bridge deck should be poured.
The focus right now with our crews is those 2 main support piers of the new cast-in-place segmental bridge. So it's important to get those up, get the tops poured on them, get those pier tables poured on them, and get our travelers on top of those so we can start launching segments. Those travelers will be done probably somewhere around September, and our hope is right around that time, September, October, we actually start launching out segments and casting segments. And again, it's going to be another winter work, 60 feet off the water, pouring concrete on those segments, trying to push through the winter, try to wrap those segments up sometime in June, July, complete the closure pours, get the rest of the top side of the bridge completed, and get the bridge back open to traffic by early winter.
The construction timetable is rather aggressive. Ruba said that MnDOT's new construction process, Construction Manager General Contractor, is aimed at reducing the time it takes to complete highway projects. That means long hours for bridge workers.
With the new process that MnDOT's put in, CMGC, it was kind of upfront what their completion date was, and we've backed up from there. So what do we got to do to get there? So a big part of that is, as you've already saw, is working through last winter, through the conditions we had out there, working in those deep coffer dams 40 feet below the water level, trying to get these foundations out. We were successful in that. Now we just want to carry that momentum on into the rest of the substructure, into the superstructure. So it's a very aggressive schedule. We've committed, at least on the big bridge, the main span, which is the segmental bridge, that will be worked 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, sometimes 12 hours a day. So we just, that's the one we have to stay on schedule with.
You can follow the progress of the construction on Facebook at facebook.com/Winona Bridge. You can also find information about the bridge project on the MnDOT website. That is dot.state.mn.us/Winona Bridge/.